This first half, and the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. And Stills over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On first and 10, it's Cutler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second and 10. It's Cutler again. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the offense has it first and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Cutler on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On second down, Cutler. And he's got the hook up with Anthony Fasano. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Third down and 3. From the shotgun, Cutler. On the left side, this is Stills. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, it's Cutler. And it'll be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 2 quarters. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
On the counter, here's Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. The play clock's running down. Bell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Well, that 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Dez Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness, and his strength to create big plays.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back now in Miami. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Cutler. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now it's Cutler. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And no move to get Cutler off the field. He stays out there, and they're going to go for it. Cutler will throw. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Throwing here, Cutler. And Stills bringing it in. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 61 yards. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. So now here come the Dolphins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Cutler looking to throw. And he finds a man. It's Fasano. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Out of the gun, it's Cutler. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Leopard!
They'll throw on first down with Cutler. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go. All right, now, look at 56.
Again, it's Cutler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
To throw again is Cutler. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 3rd and goal. Can the offense... And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a handoff, running left is Bell, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. They find some open field. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 35 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw, Cutler. It's complete. Stills. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 47-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And this looks to probably be the final play. One last shot for Cutler. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.